The Stallion's lesson. In a secluded valley nestled between mountains, a proud stallion named Thunder ruled over his herd. He was majestic, his coat gleaming like polished mahogany in the sun, and his mane flowing like the wild wind. His powerful frame commanded respect from every horse in the valley, and his leadership was never questioned. Thunder had learned the ways of the world from his father, who taught him to be cautious, but also to trust his instincts. For years, the herd had thrived under his leadership. They grazed peacefully, moving together in perfect harmony, their lives untouched by the chaos of the outer world. One late afternoon, as the sun painted the sky a vibrant orange, a lone figure appeared on the horizon. It was a horse, lean and covered in dust from a long journey. His coat was a dull gray, his eyes dark and brooding. He introduced himself as Storm, a wanderer seeking refuge. Thunder approached him with a mix of curiosity and caution. "You come a long way," Thunder observed, his voice strong but measured. "What brings you here?" Storm lowered his head respectfully, his voice soft. "I've been wandering for days, chased away by predators and rival herds. I seek only safety and companionship." The herd murmured among themselves, but Thunder remained still, eyeing the stranger. Something in Storm's demeanor was unsettling, but Thunder was not one to make decisions without careful thought. "You may stay," Thunder finally said, "but earn your place among us." Storm bowed his head deeply, but a flicker of something, an emotion Thunder couldn't quite place, passed through the grey horse's eyes. The stallion pushed it aside, telling himself that he had acted wisely. After all, it was the herd's strength to grow in numbers. At first, Storm integrated well. He was quiet, respectful, and often helped protect the younger foals from danger. Thunder began to relax, allowing the stranger to wander freely among the herd. Yet, beneath the surface, there was an uneasiness growing in Thunder's heart, but he dismissed it, reassuring himself that he couldn't always be suspicious of everyone. Months passed, and Thunder noticed small changes. His once tight-knit herd began whispering among themselves, casting furtive glances in Storm's direction. Foals, who once galloped freely, stayed closer to their mothers. Storm was not overtly doing anything wrong, but the herd was shifting, subtly gravitating toward him. Thunder's trusted second-in-command, a wise mare named Breeze, voiced her concerns. "Something is off, Thunder," she said one moonlit night as they stood together on a hill. "The herd feels different. I fear Storm is more than he seems." Thunder snorted, irritated. "You're being paranoid, Breeze. He's done nothing wrong." Breeze's eyes, deep with understanding, lingered on his face. "Trust your instincts, Thunder. Not everyone who shows kindness does so with a pure heart." But Thunder, prideful and firm in his ways, refused to believe that he had misjudged Storm. He brushed off her words and continued leading the herd as he always had, confident that his decisions were right. Then one fateful evening, the clouds above darkened, rumbling ominously with the promise of a storm. As the wind picked up, Thunder noticed something strange. Storm was missing. The grey horse had disappeared without a word. The herd was restless, sensing an unknown danger. Before Thunder could react, a pack of wolves emerged from the shadows. It was an ambush, coordinated, calculated. The wolves attacked with precision, herding the horses into a trap. Panic erupted. The once peaceful valley was now filled with the thunderous sound of hooves as the horses tried to flee. Amidst the chaos, Thunder fought fiercely, charging at the wolves with all his might. But there were too many. In the frenzy, he caught sight of something that made his blood run cold. Storm, standing atop a hill, watching the attack with cold detachment. Thunder's heart sank. It was all a lie. Storm had never sought refuge. He had been planning this betrayal all along. The once trusted wanderer had led the wolves to them, preying on Thunder's trust and the herd's unity. Filled with rage and regret, Thunder galloped toward the hill, his body fueled by fury. But as he reached the summit, Storm was already gone, disappearing into the night like a ghost. The herd fought bravely, and with Thunder's leadership, they eventually drove the wolves away. But not without losses. Foals were injured, mares were exhausted, and the unity that once defined them was shattered. That night, as the rain began to fall, Thunder stood alone under the stormy sky. The valley, which had once been a symbol of peace and prosperity, now felt heavy with loss. Breeze approached him quietly, her eyes filled with sorrow. "I should have listened," Thunder said, his voice hoarse with guilt. "I let him in, and now we've all paid the price.